money supersized. G5 super fly, should be supervised. Do or die, open up your eyes, head to the sky. Keep a mean bad mommy on the side. Make a tsunami, kamikaze on the mind. Spit flow, paparazzi flash shine. Get dough, champagne, Merlot. Cash and tango, in the VIP. Now she wanna touch an angle. Get low, mueve mami como el dembow. All eyes on me, peeping through the window. Get mine, get yours, believe it or not. In the meantime, I'ma keep my eyes on the top.
All eyes on me, drinks on me, girls on me, on the dance floor. All eyes on me, who is he? Man, you better come get your girls out. All eyes on me, party like a rock star. You can find me in VIP. All eyes on me, yeah, where the girls are. This is how your night should be.
All eyes on me, indeed. What is going on? What is going on, everybody? Ali Madawi live here with you, your strategic partner with winwithali.com. And oh my goodness, today I got a good one for you. And the reason I do is because I know that many are not making money online. As a matter of fact, according to the Direct Selling Association, 97% of people who get into network marketing never turn a profit. That is insane. Insane. Now, I don't want you to be one of those people. So I'm going to have a conversation with you today, how you can turn that around today. So if you have struggled with maintaining and building momentum in your business, this topic is probably for you. And if you are an entrepreneur, do me a favor, write in the comment itself, drop your name, your city. Let us know where you are from. Let us know so we can celebrate you and interact with you at the same exact time. We're broadcasting right now in Periscope, YouTube, and on Facebook. So I love you wherever you may be. And yes, you're going to be on my timeline. All right, here we go. So let's cover today's topic. And the reason that is, I've had many people, as you can imagine, in the mentorship space, that most people reach out to me because they are not having momentum in their business or because they need help to find out that one little tweak that they need to have. Well, I got three main ones that I'm going to talk to you about today. And the very first one is limiting belief mindset. See, the reason you are not developing the big conglomerate company that you want is because your mindset is not developed at a much bigger visual level. You do not see yourself as a top earner, therefore you do not reach out to top earners. You don't see yourself as a top performer, therefore you don't reach out to top performers. You don't see yourself as somebody who can close $100,000 worth of business, therefore you don't even attempt to do that. So your mindset is the very first step to opening opportunities. A closed mindset is like a parachute. If it's not open, it does not work. So you have to work on your limiting belief mindset. And I'll share with you a few things. I personally never thought in a million years that I could be doing what I'm doing right now 10 years ago. If you told me 10 years ago, I would have left. I was negative. I was a smoker. I was just not doing anything right for myself, for my health, for my family. But it was through overcoming the limiting beliefs and the negativities that I had that I finally got to open up the possibilities and to open up what is available for me right now and for my family as well. So absolutely and 100%, you need to work on overcoming those limiting beliefs. Number two, HR. Now, I know what you're thinking. Do you know what HR stands for? The majority of the people say human resources. Well, in corporate world, yes, it is human resources. But in the business community, in the entrepreneurial world, it is humility and responsibility. See, you have to be humble enough. You have to be humble to ask for help. You have to be humble to be kind to other individuals. You have to be humble to maintain your studentship attitude. You have to be humble when things are not going good to let the world know, hey, I'm not doing as hot as I should be. Because here's the thing. You are going to withdraw what you invest in the world. And if you're cocky, arrogant, or braggadocious, the world is not going to connect with you and not going to help you for that matter. Now, responsibility is, are you responsible enough to do the work that you're supposed to be doing, even if you don't have an accountability partner or a boss or a manager? Are you responsible enough to maintain the day-to-day activity, regardless to the distractions that the world is going to throw at you? Are you responsible enough to never quit on yourself, on your why, and on your family? See, humility and responsibility are probably the main two attitudes that you need to make it to the top of any business. Unfortunately, many people let their ego get the best of them and they lose their humility and their responsibility to just fizzle out. They get into management mode. They try to manage their team instead of continuing to build a thriving business. So humility and responsibility, give me a checkpoint on that. Number three is get mentorship. The majority of the people do not get mentors, and that's why they never make it to the top. See, a mentor will give you all of their secret powers, all of their secret weapons, all of their cheat sheets. They'll tell you, here's what I've done to make $100,000 a year or $1 million a year. Go ahead and do the same exact thing, and I'll walk you through it. I'll mentor you through it. But what most people would rather do, oh, I'll go to YouTube, it's free. I'll go to Facebook Lives, it's free. And what ends up happening, you're getting the leftover of somebody's greatness. You're getting the little crumbs, and you now are trying to reconnect the crumbs to build a cake, and you wonder why it's taking you forever and why it takes you a long time to figure things out while someone else is far, far, far advanced from you. And that's just simply because you decided to not invest in yourself. You told the world and the universe that I am not worth a special treatment. I am not worth special attentions. I am not worth someone to invest and pour onto me. Now, I know what you also may be saying. It may be expensive. No, it isn't. See, if you ask, you shall receive. I talked about this yesterday on my live. There was an NBA player that played with Michael Jordan for one season. He only played for one season in his whole career. He wasn't as good as the rest. So he took advantage of the little bit of network that he had, a little bit of money that he made, and he went on to start businesses. And eventually he reached out to Michael Jordan after Jordan retired and asked him, hey, can I just get a little bit of your time and have you take a peek at my business? What ended up happening is not only Michael Jordan ended up being one of his biggest investors in his business, but Michael Jordan told him, hey, I'll actually would love to work with you and mentor you towards your own greatness. So the NBA player asked Michael Jordan, you know what's interesting? No disrespect, Michael, but the world thinks that you are this standoffish guy who lives in on top of his own island that does not want to help and invest in people. If people know that you did this with me, it will change your image. He goes like, no, there's a difference between you and the people. You actually called and asked for help. No one else asked me. When somebody calls and asks for mentorship and asks for guidance, I will provide it. I will invest. But if you don't ask, you don't even value yourself enough to take a risk on yourself. So you have to get mentorship. If you don't get mentorship, I'm here to tell you, you're playing it very, very small, and you're allowing yourself to stay in the situation that you are in right now. Now, keep in mind, visit us at winwithali.com. I wanted to just give you some golden nuggets right now before I get into my meetings of the day. Episode 5 of the podcast, Your Strategic Partner podcast, has dropped, and it is absolutely getting a lot of love. I share with you everything about creating 30 days worth of content in 2 hours. I said 30 days worth of content in 2 hours. If you've missed it, I'll drop the link for it in the comments, and feel free to visit at winwithali.com. There's a lot of value in there for you, including our YouTube page, which has over 300 videos in 3 different languages. I appreciate and love the heck out of you. Until next time, Ali Madawi, we are out.